Just a bit of an update. It's now Sunday. I set off last Monday, and I've been hanging around Moreton Bay waiting for a weather window to head up to Double Island Point and through the Wide Bay Bar. And this week looks a bit promising, so we're going to set off. Going to set off now from Vicky Point, which I made my base. I had a 24-hour charter. My wife came down, so we've been having cups of tea and cooking quite a nice meal on board the boat, and she's eventually left about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, so I can resume my journeys now up to the Wide Bay Bar. You're looking at Cudgemudlo there and the jetty. Going to head past that and head over towards South Stradbroke and find a nice place to anchor for the night. Heading north down Moreton Bay. On your starboard hand side is Amity, and under the booms Peel Island. We're going to go close to Peel Island and round a yellow buoy and on to Myora, where we'll spend the night, which is called Myora Springs, where there is a spring which has fresh water flowing all the time. In front is the eastern side of Peel Island. There's a yellow buoy I've just got to go round because there's a sandbank that sticks out from there, and then we're going to head over to Myora, which is basically where the camera's pointing now. Just swinging out around a little bit more is Amity, which I quite like going there. It's nice little ships clubs in there. Very nice place to go and have a beer as the sun goes down. Yeah. We're punching the tide along here at the moment. Now a couple of miles to go before we get to Myora, which is our stop for the night. And this is a lovely sunset over Peel Island. After leaving Victoria Point at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we're just heading into our anchorage for the night, which is Myora, at 6 o'clock in the evening. Myora Light. We had a comfortable night in Myora, and we're off to Double Island Point this morning, heading off. I'm going to pull the dinghy up and put it on the deck, and I'll deflate it as I'm going along. A bit heavy to lift it out on my own, weighs 40 kilos, so I use the main halyard. That'll do. Now I'll pull the anchor up. Yeah, this mark here, off the end of Peel, I managed to hit it in Stratos. I had my hand, my foot on the tiller, sailing along, and the tide just took me on a vector down to it underneath my mainsail, and I hit that with a hell of a wham and smashed the gunner lid. And then the only problem was then is that it was insured, fully insured with Club Marine. I thought, oh, what am I going to do about the gunnel? And I didn't really trust anybody to fix it, because it was quite near the a few vital parts on that side of the boat, so I ended up fixing it myself. So since leaving Myora, I've motored for about 6 hours. It's now 12 o'clock. We're just coming to the end of Moreton Island, and then we'll got to go through the Northeast Channel, and once we get through the Northeast Channel we can set a rum line for Double Island Point. Got a bit of wind now, there was nothing earlier on, and they reckon it's going to get up to 20 knots this afternoon. Saying goodbye to the end of Moreton and heading down the Northeast Channel. About 4 red buoys. It's about 12 miles long before you get past all the sandbanks, and I think it's about 4 buoys on the way down here. Yeah, a fair bit of tide running by these boys. Well, there you go. That's northeast 1. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and we're goose wing going downwind. I'm having to steer it, and which is a bit of a pain, but well, that's life. Coming around this way you can see the Glasshouse Mountains. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and we're just rolling down with in about 18 knots of breeze at the moment, maybe coming up 18 anyway, not 20 yet. I've just got the jib up. It seems to be better for the autopilot than the main. I've taken the main down. We're rolling down to Double Island Point. Should get there about 2 in the morning. In there where the sun is Myora. Woohoo! There's Myora, and I could go in there, but the weather's reckoned it's going to be 20 knots tomorrow, and I can get in behind Double Island Point and have quite a comfortable day. So I'm going to do that. Just have to sit this bit out here till 2 o'clock, and we should be okay. It's sunset over the Sunshine Coast. That's Mount Coolum. You can see the bit of the mountain on the right hand side. It's 41 miles to go to Double Island Point. So we're averaging about 5 knots at the moment. So I'll be up for a fair bit of the night. Yeah, I pulled the main down and raised the jib, and the auto hail managed it all the way to Double Island Point. I drove it round the corner with the motor as well for the last 4 nautical miles, and now we're safely anchored at Double Island Point, and this is the view out my office. Not bad, eh? No one's here this morning. I'm all on my own.